Welcome back to the show, back with some more decor therapy. You will recognize my next guest. Sue Pitchforth joins me. She is the owner and principal designer over at Decor Therapy Plus. And we're calling this, I love that we're calling the segments Decor Therapy because I think some people, really do need it. And this topic today is an important one, and that is memories. And we all want to keep the memories, but they accumulate so much over the years. I just find you get overwhelmed. You're going to give us some tips and advice today on how to keep some of those memories without keeping all the stuff, right,
Absolutely.
Sue?
That's my goal. And for the viewers, that's what I'm living through right now because I'm going to be moving at the end of the month. And I'm now going through all of this. So I thought I would share with the viewers some of the experiences that I had and pass on some advice. Over the years, we collect so many different things.
Yeah.
Gifts, furniture. You know, I even keep all the cards that I get.
Do you really?
Oh,
You're
my
adorable,
gosh.
Sue.
Yeah, it's like, but then when you move, all this stuff is happening.
Right.
You know, there's boxes and bags. You know, it's very embarrassing. When I moved from Brooklyn to Ottawa 6 years ago, I hadn't been in my storage room for many years.
Okay.
My son was 21 at the time. I still had his crib and his mattress. So that was my light bulb moment to get moving.
Time to purge a few things. So yeah, you're going through it now. So what is that? What's the first thing we need to do? As you said, we've accumulated all this stuff. So what do we take it out of storage and then what happens?
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, number one, you know, you have to look at where you're moving to. Is it similar size? Is it smaller? Usually it's smaller.
Right.
If it's bigger, then it's not that much of an issue. But when you're downsizing from a home to a condo or a larger home to a smaller home, you've got to think about your furniture. Mm-hmm. Where is it going to fit? And I'm doing that right now. So I've actually, not to scale, I've drawn little floor plans of each room.
Oh, great idea.
Trying to figure out where I'm putting my furniture. And there's a couple of pieces that I really want to take. But I'm telling you, Derek, I don't have room, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
So I think someone's going to be getting a couple of pieces of furniture.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you sent some pictures along. I want to bring up the before photo, if we can, sure. Dave, of the bookcase, because I think this is a client of yours.
Yes.
Parents, perhaps passed away?
They both passed away, yes.
So passed away, and this is the after, I think.
This is the after.
Yeah, that's it. Bring up the... No, the bookshelf. It's coming. There it is. There it is. No, go back. Go back to the bookcase. All right. So we saw a flash on the bookcase.
There it is.
There it is. Okay. So tell me about this, and what was your client thinking? You know, having to take over. You know, take possession of this.
Yeah, as you could tell, I mean, you know, the client's parents, you know, they were older, mid-century modern, and you know, there was encyclopedias and books and tchotchkes and things collected over the years. And he called me and he just said, what am I going to do? So we basically took everything out, and then with the after shot, we did use some of the books and some of the tchotchkes that were very important to him, and then we had some of the other things he had, and we just restyled it. It was a beautiful bookcase.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's lovely.
No
They
kidding.
don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah.
But it was really, rather than storing as much stuff as we could in there, we styled it.
Yeah, I was just going to say that because now when I look at it, I don't look at it as a bookcase. It's like it's displaying things, right? It's more of a display case where you're displaying, you know, as you said, important memories, pieces of art, maybe small sculptures, you know, things like that. But you don't have it just packed full of stuff, right? There were a couple of other pictures. Let's bring up one of the other ones, and we can talk about that because I saw a box full of pictures. This is the thing I think is going to hit me at one point, because my mom's given me all the old photos in these old pieces of luggage.
Yes.
And they're just piled in there.
Yeah.
What do I do about this?
So this is one of many that I have.
Okay.
And about 2 years ago, I came up with this brilliant idea. So for my son's birthday and Christmas, I went through some of the photos, and I actually put them in a nice little box, and I tied a ribbon around it. And I gave him the box, one for his birthday and one for Christmas. And I have to tell you, rather than just heaving all these boxes, I'm giving them to him like 15, 20 at a time. I don't know if he's going to watch this and realize what I'm doing, but really they're his memories too, and his family's memories. So that's sort of what I'm doing. And
what should he do with them now?
Well, that's up to him.
Okay.
I'm sure, you know, they're going to be putting them in a box or something. But I wanted to pass on, you know, one of the things of moving that I really enjoy, not so much the packing, but going through everything.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the big question as we start to purge and go through things. You can look at things and remember, but not have to keep everything.
Right.
So I always say keep the things that are most special to you, you know, and you have to really edit, because most people say everything's special.
Yeah, I know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you have to be honest with yourself and maybe do it with somebody else.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Sometimes that helps. Just want to bring up that last picture because I think it's recipes that you've taken, right?
Yes.
With those 2 rolling pins, which I think is a great idea because my mom has some beautiful, like some of my favorite recipes, and this one stood out to me.
Yeah, but just a beautiful, just a really unique idea. Take your family's favorite recipes. It could just be one, or in this particular case, it was 4. Frame them, and then, like my mom has had a beautiful rolling pin that I still use.
Nice.
So it's really honoring the memory and the person, without having boxes and boxes of stuff.
Yeah.
And for me, the way I like to help people design and decorate their homes is surround yourself with things you love. Again, not overdo it.
Right.
Because once you put too many things in your home, or too many things, as you said, in your bookcase, it becomes overwhelming, and you don't get to see and appreciate what you're looking at.
Agreed, 100%. You're moving in what, a month, you said?
I gain possession November 30th.
November 30th. This is exciting. So we might make this a part of your visits, right?
I think so.
I like that idea.
Yeah. If I can help anybody else, I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. I want to, as well, you can visit Sue on Facebook. You can look her up because she's already shown some of the pieces of the home. It's absolutely spectacular. Sue Pitchforth, or Decor Therapy Plus as well. We'll be back with more right after this. Don't go anywhere.